Hi guys, so this is my current eyeshadow palette collection. I will be selling the ones that I'm decluttering. This is an eyeshadow palette collection and declutter. So I'm going to jump right in and hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe. I do a lot of declutters and I also sell a lot of my makeup products, especially my eyeshadow palettes on my Mercari, which I will list down below so you can purchase these items at a discount. So thank you for watching. So the first eyeshadow palette that I have is the Blowing Smoke palette from ColourPop, and I am selling this and decluttering this palette, so you can check it out. I thought I was going to use this. This is actually my second time buying this palette and decluttering it, because the first time I really thought I was going to use it. Second time I thought I was going to use it and I missed it. I really just don't gravitate towards it. I don't know why. And I feel like it could go to a better home. And honestly, I just don't use it enough. It's barely touched, but I bought it for a second time for some odd reason. Next is another palette that I am decluttering and selling on my Mercari. This is from Lunar Beauty. This is his Greek Goddess palette. So this has beautiful packaging, as you can see. I did like it at first. I would say I used this a few times and I thought that I was going to really get a lot of use out of it, but then I just kind of steered away from using it. It's basically a neutral palette with a pop of blue. I really enjoy the shades in here, and there's nothing wrong with the palette at all. Once again, the packaging is stunning, but I just don't gravitate towards it once again. And also, if you're looking for a good neutrals palette, this is a really good one. I have plenty of neutrals, so I don't really reach for this at all. I just kind of held on to it for the packaging, but I need the product to be, which I'm not saying the product is not good quality. It is. It's just, I use the KonMari method, and if I do not use a product for more than a year, well, I guess for eyeshadow products, for makeup, it's different. If I don't use it in like 3 months, then I'm not gonna keep it because makeup goes bad. So yeah, if it doesn't bring me joy, like a lot of joy, I will sell it. Next are two palettes I will definitely be keeping. This is the Pat McGrath Mothership 5. So I was considering buying another one from Mercari, and it's like the rose gold edition, but I've decided that like I'm going to stop myself from doing that at this time, and I'm just going to make use of the palettes I currently have. So this is the Mothership 5, and I will definitely be keeping this. It's more of like a warm tone palette, and these are really, really expensive. Yeah, but I love the weighted packaging is super nice. The quality is really nice, and I love it, but I don't really think I really have experienced all the looks that I can get out of this, so I'm excited to play with it more. Next is the Mothership 6, I believe. Yeah, Mothership 6, and this one is a little bit different. It was actually on sale at Sephora, and this one is more, I don't know, it has a lot of unique shades in here, like the green and that purple. It has a shade that deepens up every single look, and it has a perfect brown. So I love this palette as well. It was on sale at one point, I believe, for $80 at Sephora. So I had to pick it up. So I have two Pat McGrath palettes at this time. Do I want to get more? Yes, but I have decided that, I'm trying to be minimalistic and not just have what I need. And, if I just keep these palettes and play with them and get to know all the shades, like I don't need more, like it's once you like love a formula, you want to like get all of them. I'm trying to get out of the collector's mindset, because it's so easy to be like, I want all of them and like collect them, and then that's how you fall down the loophole of like collecting. And then but like I want to really like use up these products, especially for how expensive they are. Like I don't want them to go bad. So honestly, I'm stopping myself from buying any more eyeshadow palettes. I know it's hard. I'm gonna do it. Next is the Viseart Neutral Matte Palette. So I looked on the back, and that's the name of this palette, even though this is not the Neutral Matte palette, which I actually have as well. This one is like more colorful, and I am selling this at this time. I really am not using this as much as I thought I would. I'm gonna keep the other one. I will show on camera in a little bit. But yeah, this is a Viseart palette, and it has a pop of pink and really cool warm tones. These palettes are really nice because they have no fallout, and the actual the consistency of these eyeshadows are so nice and so easy to work with. I just don't really use pink, and I just feel like it can go to a better home. So this is, by the way, all these are already listed up by Mercari. If I said that, you know, I've already listed them at this point, so you can check it out now. Next is the ColourPop Lilac You a Lot. So I considered decluttering this for a while, but I just feel like I do really like the colors in here. It's so pretty, and this is probably one of the only ColourPop palettes I'm probably going to keep or buy, because I always end up decluttering. But this one is so nice for spring, which is coming up. No, it's not. Spring is not coming up, but I mean, like, I don't even know why I said that. It's not even coming up. But yeah, we're in summer right now, but this is like the perfect spring palette, and it's just really cute, and it's affordable, and I like it. Next is a palette that I have not listed yet, but I will. This is the KVD, so I am decluttering. It's the KVD Edge of Reality eyeshadow palette. Nothing really wrong with this palette. I just don't like that it doesn't have a mirror, and I just don't use it. I don't know why. I just don't use it. Nothing wrong with it. It's gorgeous. I've used it maybe twice. It's hard to explain why I gravitate towards some palettes and I don't. So I will be listing this. Nothing wrong with it. Just, you know, don't use it. Next is an eyeshadow palette that I purchased, and I do like it. I haven't decided if I'm going to declutter it or not. This is like in the maybe pile. Oh shit. Oh my god, wow. Urban Decay. Alright, wow. You're really gonna not let me in. One-handed, alright. So yeah, the first time I used this, I was like, wow, I love this so much. And once again, I never reach for it. But I'm gonna try and play with it a little bit more and have some fun looks. This is like the only Naked palette I have. This is the Naked Ultraviolet. So I do love the original Naked, and I love Naked 2. Those I use to the bone, and I love the formula of Urban Decay eyeshadows. Next is actually the e.l.f. X Jen Atkins. I'm going to consider this a palette for eyes, even though it's a face palette, because it has these 4 colors in here. I am selling this at this time. I just don't really use it that much. It's good quality for sure. It's on my Mercari. It's limited edition, so if you want to get your hands on it, I would definitely check it out. These are just, you know, I have all these colors, so I want to give this to someone who really wanted it but wasn't able to get it because apparently it's sold out. So check it out on my Mercari. Moving on, we have the Glam Light. This is the Ice Cream Sundae palette. Definitely keeping. Love this palette so much. It's like one of my all-time favorites. I love how absolutely wearable these colors are, and I like how I've gotten a lot of use out of it. I've been meaning to order more from Glam Light, to be honest, but I just have been on a no buy. So yeah, I just want to shout out Glam Light because I love their quality. I like how this is colorful but also is wearable, which I find super rare. So love this palette. It's like in my top 5 and is my favorite colorful palette for sure. Next is the Viseart Petite Pro. So I am selling this as well. I don't get use out of small palettes like this. I just forget about them, and I find that I can only create a few looks. I can't even get this open right now. You open it like this with the little thingy. Dang, Viseart, why are you playing? Alright, so it has pretty colors, and I don't know why this looks so used, because it's not. Yeah, I mean, good quality. It's just like that purple is not, it's just, I don't know, not enough versatility for me. So if you want it, I'm selling it for like $13. Check it out on my Mercari. We'll ship it out same day. Yeah, also if you feel like I'm pushing my Mercari really hard, sorry about that. It's just, I need to remind myself what I'm selling, so that's why I'm doing it, to remind myself what I'm selling and why I'm selling it, because I have a lot of palettes as well. Next we have the Too Faced Natural Lust palette. I purchased this at TJ Maxx. I wanted it for a while, and I'm actually keeping this palette. I think it's really unique, and I love this green color over here called Temptation. And I just think it's a really good wearable palette, beautiful. It's also limited edition, and I don't think that it's going to be sold anymore, like for sure. I know a lot of companies are like, I'm limited edition, but then they come out with it again. I almost got the bronzer that came with this, but I didn't like it as much as this palette. So I'm definitely keeping this. And yeah, I love it. It is one of my all-time favorite palettes. I don't really use it as much as I should, but I kind of keep it as a collectible item almost, because it's just so nice. I like the mirror as well. And yeah, really cool. And I enjoy it. Next is a palette that I'm really disappointed in. I have a video. I'll leave it in the cards. I'm actually returning this palette because it's been like 60 days since I purchased it. I believe it was like $68. This is the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions eyeshadow palette. This palette is really expensive. It's sold out in store, and the packaging is classic Patrick Ta. It gets really dirty. Random brown creams, really fallouty shimmers that are pretty on the lids, but you need a glitter glue. And gorgeous mattes for sure. I do love the mattes, but yeah, I'm returning this. I have a whole video on why I am returning it, so you can check out that. But yeah, this is definitely overhyped to the max. Next is the KVD Edge of Reality eyeshadow palette. What bothers me about this palette is it doesn't have a mirror. So I have like this new thing that if a palette doesn't have a mirror, I'm just not buying it. Like, I need to have a mirror. I do my makeup like in bed, no shame in my game. I do my makeup all over the place, and I need a mirror. So this is pretty. I don't think it, I mean, if you guys want me to sell it, let me know in the comments. Like, I feel like it's already being sold for really cheap, and it can be found at TJ Maxx. So I'm gonna keep it because no one's gonna buy it, and this feels really like plasticky, not gonna lie. I'll keep it, I'll use it, but no, this has helped me decide that I'm no longer buying palettes without a mirror, because that really keeps me from using them. I never even realized that. Next is a palette that I've been going back and forth about selling. I've had on my Mercari. I literally had someone buy it and I canceled it because I was like, I actually want to keep it. I literally can't decide, so I think I'm just going to keep it. It's the Lunar Beauty Eternal Eclipse. I do like this palette a lot, and I don't know, I just kind of go back and forth about it. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep it because if I'm so back and forth, that means I want it. So yeah, beautiful packaging, and I do like it, so yeah. A palette I just bought on Mercari. This is Too Faced Sweet Peach. I wanted this for a while. Of course, I disinfected it when I bought it. I just smelled it. It still has that sweet peach scent. I haven't used it yet, so I will do a video if you guys want, but I'm definitely keeping. I love this tin feeling, like huge fan of that. Yeah, so I will be using this, and I disinfected it, so yeah, just got this. I'm new to this palette that's super old. Next we have the Pure X Barbie eyeshadow palette. So I got this after I got this is really hard to open, guys. After I got the amazing blush palette, and I gotta say I love the blush palette a lot more. This is also for sale on my Mercari for a really discounted price. Yeah, really beautiful, but I will be keeping the blush palette. The eyeshadow palette is good, but not great. Next we have a palette that I wanted to try and I'm also selling. This is the Patrick Star One Size eyeshadow palette. I was sold by the pretty packaging. So far I have not been impressed by anything by this line, to be honest. Don't like the eyebrow gel, don't like the what else have I tried? Oh, the concealer, and I do not like this eyeshadow palette. So, but I have heard the powder foundation is good, but based off like everything so far, this whole line is just like meh to me, so I might just give this away. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and I will send you this palette, because if you want it, it's decent, nothing special, but it's an expensive palette. I'm glad I didn't pay full price for it. I've only used it once or twice, as you can see. Yeah, let me know if you are interested. Next we have a palette I'm keeping. This is the Ace Beauté Nostalgia palette. So this palette is extremely pigmented. I keep a lot of colorful palettes that I own because I only have a few, and if I want color, this one's pure pigment, honestly. Love indie brands that really do it, so definitely keeping. And it's really not that expensive anyway, so I wouldn't make much of a profit, but it definitely is. You get a bang for your buck with these kind of palettes. Ace Beauté, holla at me. Next we have a palette that I was going to sell, and or return, but I'm just keeping it at this point because for some reason I've grown to like it. It's the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes. I'm also considering buying the palette they just came out with. The eyeshadows are super blendable, and it's just, I don't know, I like it. I like having it in my collection. I don't really have a lot from Artist Couture, but yeah, this is something that grew on me. I had high hopes, so this was definitely below that, but it's still good for a neutral palette. Next we have a palette that is only $15 from LA Girl. I'm gonna keep it. It is quite good quality. I love the mirror, and yeah, I love the greens. Anything with greens I'm pretty much keeping. Love that. So yeah, I'm keeping this. Love this Hey Hey Vacay. There's another one, but it's neutral palette, and this one has greens, which I'm a sucker for, so I'm keeping that. Next is the Jackie Aina palette. I'm keeping this. I actually voted this as my favorite palette of 2020, I believe. Definitely keeping. It's like the only Anastasia palette that really blows my mind. Really love it. Keeping it for sure. Next we have the Dominique Cosmetics Transition palette. I fell out of love with this palette, then fell back in love with this palette. These are great setter shades for under the eyes. I don't know. I just feel like this is a palette I want to keep. I do enjoy it. I do think it's overpriced, but I like it. Next is a new palette in my collection, and I absolutely adore it. Natasha Denona. This is the green blue eyeshadow palette. Love this so much. Look how much I've used it, and I've only had it for a little bit. Considering getting the other one, I think that one is like purples and some other color that I don't really use, and this is like really expensive, so I am trying to just get my use out of these. I mean, look how beautiful. I love all the looks I've created with this, and I am not a huge Natasha Denona eyeshadow fan. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have decluttered all of her palettes, but these are different. These are really nice. These are super nice, and I love the greens. Such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. It's also not even available. It's not available on Sephora, so I guess it's sold out, and I love it. Next is a palette I'm selling. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Eye Palette in Pillow Talk. Yeah, packaging looks luxe, but it's really plasticky feeling, really expensive. Not a lot of dark colors, not a lot of depth to be built. I'm selling this, I believe, for like half the cost of my Mercari. Check it out. It's okay, but yeah, definitely not something I reach for, and definitely not worth the money. Charlotte Tilbury, I love her blushes. I love like a lot of her products, but her eyeshadow palettes are not something to be desired. Next is another indie brand that I got from Mercari. This is the Hip Dot. What's it called? Hip Dot Cenote palette. I mean, these palettes are really affordable. It's nice to have colors. If I'm interested. I don't have like any blues, so this is like my blue palette. Love it. Definitely keeping. This palette I'm also keeping. This is the Jaclyn Hill Dark Magic palette. I don't know about the other two, but this, I just love greens, as you can see. If it has greens, I'm all about it. I use this all the time. It has a mirror. Yeah, so I don't know about the Scandal. I don't really buy Jaclyn Hill makeup because most of it is either hit or miss. I don't trust her, to be honest, but I like this one. Next is the Viseart Neutral Mattes. I repurchased this because I needed it in my life. Use this on all my clients. Great for eyebrows, great for like eyeliner. This is just something that I think everyone should own. It's just one of the best neutral palettes. Obviously, there's no fallout. Love Viseart formula. It is the cheapest packaging in the world, so if you can get on sale, I recommend it, but it is, you won't regret buying this. I'll tell you that. And the last palette is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. This palette I actually am selling on my Mercari because I really don't use it as much as I thought I would. It is on sale actually on Sephora, so I don't know if anyone's going to buy it. I just don't really use it as much as I thought I would. I'm just sick of it. Have a lot of better neutral palettes, and yeah, not really, I'm selling it for super cheap, so let me know if you're interested. And hope you guys enjoyed this eyeshadow palette collection and declutter. You know, a lot of these are, you know, so-so. Some of these are favorites. If they're so-so, I'm pretty much selling them so I can have room for palettes I truly love in my collection, and I'm also going minimalistic in my life. So yeah, love you guys so much. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate all the support. I'm at 300. Let's get to 350 by the end of September. And yeah, love you guys so much. Please like and subscribe.